So we must first give all praises to the Ancient of Days, to the Creator, to our power, to our Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to our forefathers, to our foremothers, to all those that came before and fought for us to be at this point in time. We must give all praises for that and be very, 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 very thankful for that. What we're dealing with is the change of eschatology. What that means is we no longer believe in the nations, Rome's, Khazarian, Germanic, Indo-Europeans ideology of the end days. Our eschatology is completely different from theirs. Their eschatology is, oh, well, Jesus died so that we can, and took all our sins away. We only need to repent for ourselves. We don't need to repent for anything or anybody else or what they did. Well, here's the trick bag of that. So Christ, or your Jesus, Earth Pig, the deity, the idol that the Cracker Jacks, Europeans have created, he was murdered eons ago. And so everything after his murder, if that logic is to hold true, everything after that murder by Rome and the Khazarians, the Ashkenazis, you would think you would have no more sin. That people, if their eschatology has some credence, you would think that they would say, or would have said, hey, our Jesus he died for us, no longer for our sins, so we don't want to sin anymore. That's the same principle of, okay, I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna get dirty, and I'm gonna roll in the dirt, I'm gonna be dirty, but I'm gonna come in and get clean just to go back outside and roll in the dirt. See, that is a psychotic, hypocritical, oxymoronish eschatology. And for a long time, we were under that because we had to be stricken from our truth and our power so that we can understand the errors of their eschatology. And this isn't something that we even care too much about them and their feelings. This is about us. It is about us understanding that, hey, those books do actually, those words, those books, the scriptures are actually ours, and they actually are talking about us and to us and for us and about us. And to those that are grafted in. It certainly is. Goes to, let's bring that point out. So here the Gentiles and the heathens complaining about what we're saying, but yet they love Paul, but they don't want to even acknowledge Romans, telling you the Romans 11 and 25, where we were blind. But, we will be blind until the times of the Gentiles come in. They don't even discuss that. They're not even acknowledging that, which they get to, and for them, because it's not theirs. This is how it's not theirs, because they cherry pick what they want out of it instead of accepting the whole, the totality of it. See, we accept the totality of it, the good and the bad. And now that things have flipped and things are switched and things are now coming back around to where we're in the good and they're in the bad, or, they're like their economics, we're in the black and they're in the red. Now all of a sudden they don't want to, they got amnesia, they got this issue, they got problems, they're looking for Jesus, they looking for the aliens, they're looking for Trump, they're looking for Biden, they're looking for something. And all we're saying is, hey, we're done looking with you. We're not looking with you. This ain't hide and seek. You guys have played the game of hide and seek for so long that we're done playing. As a matter of fact, we don't need to play. And, we just have to maintain our disposition, because our disposition is what has changed the game as it is. It doesn't matter about the black and white. All that really matters is our spiritual enrichment and enlightenment, and our eschatology. At the end of the day, our eschatology is different. We're looking for redemption and salvation, and they're looking for, I don't even know what they're looking for. They're looking to go to heaven, and that's the joke of it. They don't even know what their eschatology is. What is their eschatology? Oh, the rapture. Oh, Jesus comes back and he saves us all. What? Okay, so, but what works have you done to manifest that? They don't even understand eschatology. They don't understand esoteric. They don't understand history. They don't even understand his story. They don't even get that. And it's so amazing. I'm so thankful that the Father has given me, but given a lot of us, so much information and understanding that it is a beautiful thing to be able to utilize his words against them and for us. It is a beautiful thing to be able to be enriched as we pray now, because we're no longer praying to their deity of idolatry, white Jesus. We are actually praying to the Father. We're actually giving homage to our Creator, the Creator. And they can't come against us. They try. They come with their little Christianese, but then we hit them in the jaw with the histories, and they run away. Brothers is like, hey, don't stop smiling. No, we need to be smiling now. We need to be excited. We need to be feeling good now about who we are. We don't need to be worrying about what they doing, because what they doing is the same thing they've been doing. And that's nothing. And again, if these people had any understanding of righteousness, their world would not be in the shitter as it is today. So they can't even, their argument is moot. It falls on deaf ears, because it's like, well, wait, what are you talking about? Your Jesus and your Christianity and your blah, blah, blah. What are you talking about? Your world, look at your world. Oh, well, you're in it too. Oh, no, sir, no, ma'am. Remember, you guys never put us into your world. We've always been taken away from your world. Your world is what we're dealing with now, what is crumbling, what is being destroyed, not ours. Our world is being built, it's being rebuilt, it is being formulated, it is being uncorruptible. It is giving us wisdom to even see you all. Like, we see what you guys have done. Like, this isn't even rocket science anymore. Meaning it's not even a difficult concept anymore. The concepts of truth is just what it is. Truth. There's nothing more, nothing less. And see, they get off on trying to have conversations with us on these social media platforms so that they can be fed. And I get it, we have to help them, but wait, we give them what they can and what we can give, and that's it. We don't keep giving them. We don't keep giving them, because they're not giving us anything. We're not gaining from any conversations that we have with them. Now, the interesting part about that is that we are having massive gains when we're dealing with our own in this convoluted, sick world of wickedness that they have created. And you know what? It's okay, because we can see the light. We see the light at the end of the tunnel, and they don't, because they're on the side. They're over there crying. They're over there in worry and wallow and sorrow. and they're like, hey, come help me to the light. And we're like, whoa, you got to stand up, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, get them tears out your face, and follow us. Or not even follow us, follow the light, follow the truth, follow our power. Because we're not sitting here with a pity party for your ass when you didn't do, it's so interesting how today everybody trying to have this pity party feeling of things where they like, yo, what about us? We need the Palestinians, everybody doing this, it's a war, and I don't care. Let it burn, son. I mean, because at the end of the day, we are the phoenixes that rise from the ashes of their world. So the sooner, and it's funny, the other day I was like, maybe I just go ahead and vote for that dumbass Trump just to usher in the last Trump of their destruction. And I'm on the fence of it. The Father has not given me one way to go or not. It was just a thought that popped in my head, but I don't vote, haven't voted, and probably won't ever vote again. But it was just a thought because what I'm seeing is they're all out trying to maintain a system that is completely broken. That's what they're doing, and they're trying their damnedest to show that they know what they're doing, that they show that to show that they're still in control. And it's so funny to me because it's like, really, this is what you think that I need to listen to you? I like, as if I don't have any free will, I don't have any opinion, I don't have any understanding, I don't have any knowledge nor wisdom. So I need to follow the foolish nations. Like everything that they are about is foolishness. And I know people go, well, we ain't gotta worry about them. You're right, but in order for us to maintain, we got to make sure that we are still sharpening our swords, staying sharp in this, because again, the elect scarcely get in. That goes back to what I was listening to today. We should all know that there are many deities out here. I mean, Jubilees, what is it, 30 and 15 or 15 and 30, tells us that he put all these other deities over the nations, but he put himself over us. So if that's the case, and again, anything that they say in terms of spirituality is a false deity. It is idolatry. Anything, it doesn't matter who they are. I told you, it's Khazarians, Germanics, Indo-Europeans, all of them. Anything that they say, Asia, all of them are deities that are idols. It's all they are. The only people on the face of the earth that ever had the true power were the Israelites. Period. That's why they set everything up to hide and seek. Hide and seek, and the Father let them do that because he was like, sure, you're going to have to, I want you guys to seek after me. They're going to hide it. You're going to seek after me, but I'm going to increase knowledge at the end so that we all know. So that we don't know, we no longer have to eat off of earth pigs. We no longer have to eat off of their swines. We no longer have to eat. We no longer have to cast our pearls to swine. We can rise up, and be who we are supposed to be, the light to them. But that doesn't mean that we have to give up our oil for them. And we have to understand that all of our scriptures, when they have taken them from the proper language, our original language that they were written in, and they translate, add to, and take away from, they have put so many snares in it. And we have to realize that that's not, and it shouldn't be hard at this time to realize that. Like that is, Disney buying the NIV Bible. I mean, who, what? It's not even yours in the first place. So you're dealing in stolen goods. This is what they've been doing. This is what they do. And for some reason, they think we need to follow them. We don't. The Super Bowls, the all their ceremonies, the tell alive, anything, anything that is on the tell alive vision, we have to already know is pure lies. We have to go into that we have to go into dealing with that medium, okay, knowing that it's pure lies. That means the things that even their horror movies, it's like, okay, so you got all this horror movie stuff. Where's your righteous movies at? You know, where's the righteous movies? You guys claim to be, all of you guys who claim to be white and aspire to be white, you guys have made all these movies about all these white people and not near movie about righteousness. Not near thing about righteousness. And when you do bring righteousness into it, you want to bring white Jesus. And there's your error again. You're in error. That's why, we have to keep going. And it's, I mean, the the closer we get to these celestial things in the sky, the more the more madness will engulf them. And I will say this now, and I've said it before, these people have no authority to destroy the Father's first creation. The first creation didn't do nothing that would make our Father unjust. That would make our power unjust. That would make the Creator unjust. When people go, well, he's unjust, what about the babies? Listen, that's man. Man did that. Man chose that. Man had free will. And romanticized Roman white men misused the free will, stole free will, oppressed free will. And now when that spirit, that great spirit, has come back upon his first creation, along with all his beings vibrating high, these people are running amok. They are in disarray. They are dismayed. Just like the slave trade. Please, I've said this before. These people do. Have you seen the pictures or the videos of the ships? These cruise ships today on the river, in the Atlantic, in the Pacific, in the oceans today. You see how the ocean is just putting a whoop ass to them, turning it up, and they got to have helicopters come and get these people, and the thing looks like it's going to capsize. It's just beating these massive ships up. How in the filth flarn, how in the F could these degenerates whose little canoe boat, could make it straight through the Atlantic Ocean? It is beyond me why people even believe that madness. And just to bring a little bit more proof, why is there no more ships today? Why don't we see them? I mean, they got Viking ships intact, so they say. They got Hawaiian ships. They got all these boats and ships from the past. Now, they want us to believe that it's like millions of years ago. Oh, this happened so long ago. Listen, this is a drop in a bucket, their history. They would have kept those ships. They would have idolized those ships because these people are pure idolaters. Instead, they give us paintings. Not even paintings, little drawing renderings showing us in it. Some people that look like us, not even us. I mean, just some charcoal pencil created people that they put in there that look dark, with white loincloths looking like diapers, and they're gonna go, oh, well, this is it. This is all the people. Matter of fact, I ain't seen no women. They got everybody look like a man in these renderings, these drawings. And I'm gonna give this last bit of information to my Pan-African brethren. I love you too, but you guys have to realize certain things about Egypt and Africa. You know, Pangea is a hell of a thing if you really get down to it. We were all connected, but Africa was not completely ours. That's not exactly all there was. The Americas are the oldest. Why is it the oldest? Because they will not tell you any history from the Americas, but yet we know that there are megaliths here, not in Africa and not in Europe. So which one's older? I mean, this isn't hard anymore. But the concepts of trying to constantly find ways of bringing nuanced new information in is over. It's nothing new under the sun. The bottom line is our eschatology is different from theirs. Therefore, our power is different than theirs. And our understanding is different from theirs. We should, again, already know Jesus, there is no such thing that is an idol that they created to keep us under their oppression so that they can steal our free will. And this is all it's always been about. The heathen was going to take our free will. That's what the scripts talk about. But it also talks about our redemption, our elevation, our glory. Because doesn't it make sense that the Father, the power, who actually made, can't forget this piece of it, who made a contract with our forefathers? I mean, don't think that a light thing. He didn't make a contract with the popes. He didn't make a contract with Constantine. Even though they tried to flip the script and be like, oh, well, Constantine looked up and he had a sign. God gave him a sign. No, he didn't. Constantine was a demon, a man possessed with a demon, who he was told at that time, hey, this is how you can make this thing work. And we could take over the Israelites. And from the point when he realized, oh, make it a little cross, we can do this thing with the cross. And because if you really get down to geography, the Roman Holy Land was in Turkey. That's why the scriptures talk about Satan's seat, the man of perdition. When the Pope goes back to Turkey and sits in the seat of Satan that they created. They created Satan. And it's funny because nowadays I'm like, who is this Satan? Where is this Satan? See, that's the New Testament. You don't hear a whole lot, if any, about Satan in the Old Testament. It's all about you, what you have chosen to do, what we have chosen to do. Now all of a sudden, up jumped this new man, this Neanderthal Horite man, who has a propensity to love a deity that is an idol. And they give their whole heart, mind, body, and soul to it, and they called it Satan. And then they took our scriptures, mixed it in, perverted it, and they've created their religions based on it. And now here we are at this point in time, at the pinnacle of our redemption and our enlightenment. And we're saying, hey, we don't care what y'all do. Do what you do. It doesn't matter. Do it. We're going to do what we do over here. And, all of our scriptures all of them are written, and this is the funny thing. I take that back. All of their New Testament is written from their perspective. That's what I've been catching up on. I've been peeping game. Everything that they talk about is from their perspective. So therefore, their New Testament or this new book, this add-on that they've created, is what they created from their perspective. But the moment we take it out and we deal with our scripts and we redo our continuation of scripts, which they call the New Testament, and we put it all together, it's a totally different narrative than what they've been dealing with. I mean, where the hell is their rapture? See, and there you go. I mean, all they've been talking about is a rapture. Where the hell is their rapture? That should tell us that their eschatologies are different. That should tell them that they don't know what the hell they're talking about. You know, it is amazing to watch our power, our Father, the Ancient of Days, come back to his first creation, his first love, and his nation, and start sorting things out. It's a lot to sort out, but he's sorting it out. We've seen it. I mean, remember, it wasn't but what they call last year, but in the fall, that we had the Ring of Fire. And that Ring of Fire ushered in something great. We said, can you feel it? And we were like, yeah, we can feel this thing coming. And then we realized, oh, Pluto, Age of Aquarius, the stars, the X, the Jubilees is all coming into focus for us. And it's a great thing to be on this side. I understand, but I can't believe, not even that I can't believe. It's just so crazy how how stricken with madness our people were to forego our power for the power of these heathens. It is, that's why we repent for them, because they were like, yo, let's do this thing. And we're like, no, we don't want to do this thing. So we're going to repent for them and ourselves. Where the heathen says, well, I ain't got to repent for them, but what they did. It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. That is your prerogative to have that inclination. But at the end of the day, don't come to me, tell me what I need to do or what I feel is the right thing to do. And don't worry about my perspective on your religion. Because your religion is a beast religion. All of it. Matter of fact, and when I say the beast religion, it encompasses all of them: Khazarian, Germanic, Indo-Europeans. Which then, let me digress real quick. It's interesting because the Indo-Europeans also get a chance to rule during the Gentile rule, but they got it at the end. What am I talking about? So the guy over in Britain who runs Britain, or the UK, whatever the hell you want to call it, he's Indian. You got Nikki Haley, Indian. You got Kamala and her stank ass, Indian. They are all trying to jostle for control, even as the ship sinks. And that's the irony of the whole thing. It's like, go ahead. You want to be masters of this world? So be it. It's sinking. Don't you know that? You see it's on fire, right? I don't care. I want to be part. I want to lead. Lead, niggas. Lead. Right into the fire. Because we get the chance to step away from it. That's why they're all perplexed at us. They're perplexed because we're like, yo, we don't want to be bothered. Why don't you want to be bothered? We don't want to be bothered. Well, why don't you? We don't need to tell you why we don't want to be bothered. And if we do, you should liken it as a good thing that we took the time to even have a conversation with you. Oh, you're arrogant. No, it's not arrogancy. That's not full of myself. That's not an air. What that is simply knowing who my power is. I'm not casting anything to swine. So if I have conversations on social media, I've already uh, uh, dealt with the spirit of the individual. And I've given time because I've been told, give time to, to give information, to give your wisdom. But it's not for days on end. It's not hours on end. It's just, it's give, if he asked this, if she asked that, give the wise approach to it and keep it moving. But don't get all up in your ego to them. And there's my test. There's our test. They don't realize that they are the testimony for us. They think that we are the testimony for them. Oh, well, didn't we help these Negroes out? Didn't we do this for these Negroes? They wouldn't even have been nothing if it wasn't for us. See, that's eschatology, completely flip of the script. We got brothers and sisters doing a mighty work out here. And we got the nation doing a mighty work in themselves, meaning that our people are walking in this world righteously. They've never seen it before, and they're so blind that they can't see it. So when any one of them comes in that can see to some degree, then we should be okay with giving them something to eat. But not all day and every day. See, it reminds me of Peter with what's the dude's name? Goodness gracious. Peter with the centurion. Is it centurion? Oh my goodness, what's his name? When Peter was like, yo, I'm not dealing with these heathens. These people are degenerate. They're unclean. That's degenerate. They are degenerate. They are unclean. I'm not messing with them. And the father said, no, you need to mess with them. You need to go and talk to this one. So that's where we are. This is, this isn't about, see, everything is psychological because psychological is spiritual. How one thinks, one then becomes. They have flipped the script, as we know, and made it all backwards and upside down. And they think that they can do whatever they feel like they want to do because their narrative supersedes everyone else. Well, now that we understand, hey, this land is ours. This is our land. Well, now that we understand, hey, wait, these scriptures are our scriptures. Now that we understand, whoa, our history is different from yours. Now that we understand that and this is not arrogance, it has been all about us, has been all about us. They could not have done anything they did do without us doing something first. This is why right now we are at the pinnacle of our enlightenment, the pinnacle of our redemption, the pinnacle of our salvation. And they're perplexed. They're wondering, who is that nigga on that nag? That's what they are. That's their thought process right now. Who is that nigga on that nag? They never seen us before. All this information that we got, all this peace of mind that we got, all this wisdom that we have, they can't hold one piece of it up. They can't. And it's okay. To be honest with you, I'm okay with that because their burden is not my burden. My burden is their burden. See, I don't have to deal with their burden, but they definitely have to deal with my burden because they created my burden. I didn't create their burden. So all of this is psychological, psychosomatic, and they have lost all hope, which is fine with me because I ain't got no hope in their system. I ain't got no hope in their world. I'm looking at faith and works to get to the kingdom to come. And, Brother Judah, Sister Pat, you know, Brother Yaquab, and others are really keeping they're batting down the hatches to protect us in Goshen. Some brothers from Rebirth Nation, the other brothers, still trying to have like a churchianity type deal where, hey, you need to, where there's hierarchies and, titles and, that stuff is constantly picking up like a hammer, taking the nails out as we're hammering them down. Brothers and sisters that are still fixated on Africa, they're undoing what we're doing, but it's to be expected because we got to continue. We got to keep going. No, brother, don't take that hammer down. Don't take that nail out. No, keep that nail in there. Keep that nail in there. Because at the end of the day, there is levels to this, and even within our community, in our nation, there's levels. So we've and I'm not gonna brag or boast or be an asshole. I'm just saying, I feel like the wisdom that I have, the growth that I have, the knowledge that I have is surpasses a lot of these camp brethren. I love them to death. I think that they're doing a mighty work, but I feel like I'm past all that, and I'm not above them, but I'm past them. This is like a race. Like I'm about to lap a lot of these brothers. Like I'm trying to. Matter of fact, I'm trying to lap people. I'm not trying to stay stagnant. I'm not trying to run in a group. I'm trying to lap niggas because I'm doing a mighty work. And my work is constantly in motion. I'm not looking for these brothers to save me. I'm not looking for somebody to teach me. I'm not looking for somebody to hold me, to carry me. What I'm doing is I'm trying to have the Father carry me by my own seeking and treating people the way I want to be treated. And like I said, seeking Him and treating people the way I want to be treated. Therefore, I'm not, hammering these cats, bust them in the head on social media. It doesn't even matter because at the end of the day, that is like a beacon, a lighthouse, this social media thing. In my mind, it's like a lighthouse that people can come to, and if they see something, then they can get it, and then they try to run with it. They try to figure out it's a saving grace for them. Because the Father's going to be like, but wait, didn't I give so-and-so the words to put on such and such for you to see? And didn't you see it and read it and you dismissed it? See, testimony. They can't go nowhere now without either being for or against the testimony of Israel. And you know what? I'm excited about it. I'm very happy about it. I feel like a lot of us have cleansed ourselves. We went, we were dirty. We took, we cleaned ourselves up, and we're still cleaning ourselves up. We're not going to go get dirty anymore. Even if we did, we go clean ourselves up. I don't see that happening with them. I see them trying to figure out where to go get dirty. You know, like they never were the cleanest culture. So I mean, who is bringing them awareness of cleanliness? Themselves? Nah. How can the blind lead the blind? How can the filth clean the filth? It takes the clean, Mr. Clean. It takes those that are cleaning themselves to teach others how to clean themselves. And that's where we at. That's where we at. We cleaning ourselves and we're trying to teach some people, but we ain't worrying about them because the time that we stop and entertain them, teaching them how to clean themselves, their filth gets on us. So we got to maintain our own cleanliness as we have, as we do. And you know what? C'est la vie. Is what it is. We ain't even tripping. Let us do us. Let you do you. And let's see where the rubber meets the road, and keep it moving. I didn't come on last night. It was a little too late, and I was doing my thing. And tonight I had to come on real quick because this was pressing on me. So I just wanted to say that because I mean we just need to stay encouraged, because if nothing else we should see what's going on, and how peace of mind is our salvation, a part of it. you know that's what. So if you out here and you ain't got peace of mind and you struggling, you might want to think about what's really happening with you, and you need to go to the Father with it, because being mad at them, hating on them, is just keeping you at a low vibration. Constantly knocking them down is just keeping you at a low vibration. This is our turn to rise up, and the dry bones will do so, with or without you. That's that. See, that's just where we're at. The dry bones are being risen. We are on our feet. We're about to be one in His hand. The whole house thereof in His hand again. That is a great. That is so great. Like, I mean, I could cry thinking how great that is. Not in a sad cry, but just all. It's a beautiful thing. Like, whenever I think about it, it's like, man, it's so comforting. It's so comforting. And we ain't even got to worry about all the knowledge now, based on our foundation, based on our understanding, based on our awareness. The knowledge now is already, it's coming by osmosis through us, to us, for us, about us. And that's what's beautiful. Maybe I'm different. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. I don't know. All I can talk about is from my perspective, based on what I've seen, based on where I've come from, based on where I've seen, based on where I feel I want to go, and where I know I will be. And the Father has given me the opportunity, the platform, and the words to speak. This is not me, because I'm a Pisces. I'm kind of standoffish. I don't really get into this, but the Father has put this on me for a number of years now, and I'm like, okay, this is a larger view perspective. This is the overall perspective. We can't be worrying about these knuckleheads, this tomfoolery that they do all the time. Their base levelness. I'm looking down at them. And that's not me being above and being great. No, I'm still cleaning myself up to keep moving higher. But I'm looking down at them. I'm not looking at them eye to eye. Like, they're not on my level. And that's not arrogance. I don't know what the hell that is. When they want to be mad because we feel a different feeling than they feel. We believe differently than they believe. We see differently than they believe. But I just do. I mean, if they come at me with poise, wisdom, then shoot, I'm looking at them eye to eye. But I'm on my own tangent, flying around this spectrum. And when I look at these people, like I'm rolling up on people on tangents too. I'm learning. I'm not the highest. The highest is the highest. I'm just being elevated. And I'm okay with that. And I don't run around boasting about it. Because I don't know jack boom. I don't know nothing other than a perspective and understanding. And now I used to know the same thing, perspective and understanding, but now I know it with wisdom. And wisdom is all you need. All praises, all praises. Hope this was edifying. And I'm very thankful to our Father, to our power, who is bringing Pluto back in as a destroyer of the Gentiles, who has given us pause to be prepared, who has given us wisdom to be wise. It is a beautiful thing. It is all glory. It is massive. And this Pluto thing, you know, I said I was talking to some brethren about it, and I tell you, I'm under the opinion that Pluto is the largest planet. That's why they're trying to hide it so, because it comes into focus, and it does something to the psyche. I mean, if they knew, okay, well, what planet is that? That planet looks like something out of Dune or something out of Star Wars in the background. What planet is that? Oh, that's Pluto. That's Pluto? But that's just my opinion on it. But it only makes sense that Pluto isn't what they said that it was, because they haven't told truths about anything. So Pluto is our friend. It's actually our energy this time. So take heed to it. Utilize the energies and the vibrations and the frequencies that it's given off. Stay studying, stay thinking of the Father, of the heavens, of righteousness. Because that's all we got at this stage. Otherwise, we'll be trampled down in dust like the heathens will be mentally. But appreciate it. All praises. Shalom.